morning and welcome back to our first Friday of the series. So we have got 2 jobs scheduled and I'm hoping to potentially do an upsell on our first job today, and then hopefully do one of this lady's neighbors, of our first job, because she already said that one of her neighbors needs a little bit of help that shouldn't take very long. So should be a good day. Unfortunately, the dog woke me up at 3 a.m. and so I'm running off of pretty little sleep, and I'm already running a bit behind. Seems to have been the theme for this week, unfortunately. But that's okay. So we're feeling good, and we're gonna get this knocked out. Second job should be a really good one, and in all reality, neither of these jobs should take very long. So even with, it says I'll be there at 10:52. So definitely a later start this morning, but shouldn't be a big deal. So anyways, I will catch back up with you once I am at the job and checking it out, getting ready to get going. Okay, so we are at our first job of the day, and we have got a pretty good amount of debris up here. We got 2 stories we're working with, so we got quite a bit more down there. So it'll be, I don't know, it shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing somewhere around an hour and a half or so. But this is the chimney chase I've been talking about. So an extra $50 for that. Worth it. So that should just, quite honestly, I think I can just use a spray bottle with some Dawn dish soap in it, and then maybe a brush, and that should completely take care of that and make an extra $50 in probably 5 minutes. So anyways, again, I'm running late, so I'm gonna try and go ahead and get started and get this knocked out. We just finished up with our first job of the day. It's currently 2 o'clock. So I ended up powdering the roof for them, as well as removing that stuff from the siding. I'll put up a bunch of pictures. I didn't record because she kept coming out, and so I didn't want to make it feel like I was trying to show off her property, I guess. Record all of her stuff. So anyways, felt uncomfortable trying to set up a tripod. But anyways, so I ended up upselling her on doing a powder treatment, and then I just threw in the chimney chase cleaning, which that took literally like 5 minutes, and a spray bottle of Dawn dish soap. So super simple. And because it is 2 o'clock, I do not have time to go to the neighbor's house. I can kind of show you. So that house right over there, that is the neighbor's, but I got her information, and so she's just wanting the upper done, so that would be a super quick. I mean, because I'm not going to be doing it today while I'm already out here, I'll probably charge about $200 for it versus $150. But yeah, we're doing good. So this one came to $486, which means $450 plus tax, and then its next job should be right around $550, I do believe. Actually, so not quite. So after tax, it's $560. So like $510 is what I'm getting. But I gave, because of that discount, that ends up bringing it down. So right around $950, which, I mean, shit, can you really complain? It would have been nice to get that neighbor done too. But I also didn't get started until like 11. So anyways, that's just how it goes sometimes. And we're still making great progress. So I'm gonna head to the second job, and I'll update you once I'm there. We made it to our second job, and this one really won't be too bad. It's, I've done a bunch in this neighborhood, and apparently there's some Facebook group that I actually didn't know of that's in this neighborhood. It's a pretty massive neighborhood here, as you can see. But apparently there's some Facebook group, and that's actually where these guys found me. So we have some gutters to take care of, some gutters to clean, which really there's hardly any trees around here. So, but you can see there, the gutter is actually detaching from the house on 2 spikes. So those are gonna need to be replaced, and there's one more in the front that's just like it. So I'm gonna have to replace those with our screws. And they also wanted me to look at, so you can see here, really not bad cleaning wise. But right over here, apparently he's had this gutter here resloped twice. And it's still holding water over on this side, and really it should have 2 downspouts over here, but apparently it's holding water this way. So, quite honestly, I don't know that this is something that I want to try and tackle. Resloping can be a bit of a pain in the ass because in a lot of cases you end up having to basically just take the entire thing off. And if you're taking the whole thing off, this is a 30-year-old gutter. So it's like at that point, might as well just replace it. So anyways, got some cleaning to do and some spikes to replace, and then we should be in good shape. But I'll get back to you when I've got some updates. All right, so we finished up that one. Went super smooth. We had to replace a few of those gutter spikes with the, the screw-in style. He actually had, I'll put a picture of that one gutter was just completely hanging off. So we got that all fixed for him. He ended up tipping me $30, so got $600 in cash. And yeah, we're headed home. We had a good Friday, so that comes to, for today, that comes to $1,050, I believe, which is not bad. I mean, shit, that was, and I started late, like, so anyways, yep, I'll talk to you when I get home. So we had 2 really good jobs, ended up finishing them within pretty damn good time, actually. We made good money. In fact, that last job that we were on was right around $300 an hour. And the first one, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, was somewhere around 200 to 230. I don't remember 100%. 2 jobs, they went great, and that finishes off our week. And so we did really well. We didn't obviously hit our mark. So to hit our $20,000 mark, we got to be doing $5,000 a week. I'm just hoping that this coming week, so I'm going to have to get some more jobs sold. So I'm turning on ads, I fixed the Zapier, etc. And so I'm hoping that I will fill you in on Monday. I had some little bit of rescheduling stuff I had to do for Tuesday. And so I got to get Tuesday figured out, and then hopefully I can get a Wednesday booked up, and then a Thursday, Friday. So that'll work a total of 5 days this week. Kind of getting off of my 4-day per week grind, which is usually how I run it because it's a lot more casual. And in all reality, that extra $5,000, I mean, it's for the comfort of how this business is. In other words, if I can make, 12 to 16 grand a month and not absolutely kill myself, that ends up being just way more manageable. And then I can go to the gym and dates and whatever. So anyways, so hopefully this coming week will be really good as well. We've got a good start to it, but this past week, I'll run you through the numbers. So Monday, we did a total of $1,241.14. Tuesday, we did $902.23. Thursday, we did $1,118.84. And then Friday, we did a total of $1,086.45. So that brings us to a grand total for the week of $4,348.66. So for only working 4 days a week, that ain't bad at all. And really, because of the services that I've been offering this whole week, we're talking very high margin stuff, like 80 to 90% margins. Because really all I'm paying for gas and insurance, and then some of my powder treatments, which that stuff does not cost all that much when I'm buying it in bulk. And then some gloves, So really it is not bad at all. In fact, this 1 week has completely paid for essentially all of my expenses, which is pretty insane. So anyways, we're going to start this next week off really well and hopefully ahead. And so in other words, so Monday we've got a total of, it was going to be like $1,350 or something like that, if I recall correctly, was the total job revenue. And so that should end up bringing us closer to making up that deficit that we had for this past week. So in other words, we did $4,348. Hopefully I can make up that $750 or whatever, actually $650. So hopefully we can make up that $650 within these 5 days, and also do an extra $1,000. So we should be right on schedule, and we're doing really good. So I'm excited for it. So anyways, I appreciate you watching, and I really hope to see you following along this coming week. And let me know if you have any questions for me. Leave a comment down below. And go ahead and hit the subscribe for me if you are enjoying this. So anyways, I will see you next week.